Hello, freedom fighters. Dr. William Bay here today for possibly my last day as a doctor. Yes, it's come to the 15th of August 2022, and so I'm here in my office at the beautiful Woody Point, facing perhaps, the end of my career. But that's okay because I believe that I'm doing the right thing, and that is for standing up for the best interests of my patients, abiding by the ethics that I was taught as a doctor. There is law that I need to follow. It's called the Code of Conduct for Australian Doctors. And in that Code of Conduct, it says that I must put my interests aside and put the patients first. And that is exactly what I've done. I have been an advocate for patient informed consent, for patient truth, for my patient's voice. They have been gaslit and ignored and told that it's not true what's happening to their own bodies for far too long. And today or tomorrow, I'm potentially paying the price for that. And I'm looking at being deregistered tomorrow by an immediate suspension action by AHPRA. Now let's talk about AHPRA because, and I can't even believe this myself, I've just checked my emails, and despite me and my lawyer emailing them, they still have not got back to us about whether I'm allowed to attend my own hearing tomorrow. I don't know the place, I don't know the time, and I'm not invited as of this moment. It's still 4:32 p.m. on the 15th of August, and I'm not invited to my own trial. That's outrageous. That is a miscarriage of justice. I demand the right to face my accusers. And to add water to the already oil fire, you may have already seen that today they've lodged a complaint against me themselves. This is an unprecedented action. This is unethical. This is bullying. AHPRA has today lodged a complaint with the Office of the Health Ombudsman of Queensland. They have alleged that I engaged in a political protest with the Queensland People's Protest, QPP.life, LIF for Freedom E. And yes, that is true. I did engage in a protest with the Queensland People's Protest. And yes, I did exercise my constitutional rights as an Australian to speak freely, to exercise my right to political dissent. And for that, they themselves have lodged a complaint against the Office of the Health Ombudsman. What is unprecedented and crazy about that is that AHPRA is an organization, a federal department organization, an agency, I should say, that takes complaints from people. It doesn't make complaints, it takes complaints. So for them to lodge a complaint against me shows, in my opinion, they are scared, they are afraid, they are bullies, they are cowards. And indeed, they are cowards because not a single one of those doctors on the Medical Board of Australia has the guts to face me in an intellectual debate. Not a single doctor in that board has the guts to face me tomorrow in my trial, and they're just going to hide away. They haven't even sent me the link for the Zoom meeting, so it is just an outrageous miscarriage of justice. But don't worry, we will be there. We will be protesting anyway. There will be action taken by the people of Australia, positive action, peaceful action, legitimate action. We will be protesting tomorrow from 10 a.m. to approximately 3 p.m. in front of the AHPRA offices all around the country. And I'd like to thank all the people who are coming tomorrow. I'd like to thank Monica Smith. I'd like to thank Malcolm Roberts. I'd like to thank Mac from Reclaim the Line. I'd like to thank Michael from Million Man's March and Zashua. I'd like to thank all the freedom fighters who stood with us on this journey, where today we are at potentially the last day of myself as a doctor. But before I go and hang up this stethoscope, I want to say some good news. I'm pleased to report that those two allegations against me with the Health Ombudsman have already been found baseless. That's right, I'm announcing victory. The allegation from the Professor Rate from the AMA conference has been determined by the Health Ombudsman. I'm reading this email now, it's on my screen, that they haven't found that this does not appear that this is a matter that should be dealt with by the Health Ombudsman. Why? Because the Health Ombudsman is satisfied that this matter does not involve a significant issue for the health and safety of the public. So that's fantastic news. So I'll just turn it around now. I don't know if you can see that, but we have a result from the Office of the Health Ombudsman that I'm being found innocent, at least from Queensland's perspective, That I don't have any charges to answer in regards to the AMA, and they've referred that complaint over to AHPRA. And in regards to the second complaint against me, the one that was made today, which I'm just bringing up now, and so this is the private and confidential notice of decision to refer to AHPRA OHO case 2022-07582/RA1. The decision, I'll read it to you now. After reviewing the matter and in conjunction with AHPRA, the Health Ombudsman decided under Section 35(1)(a) of the Act to accept the matter and refer it to AHPRA. Why? Because the complaint does not appear to indicate that this matter should be dealt with the Health Ombudsman. And why is that? Because this conduct does not amount to professional conduct. This conduct does not involve the suspension of my registration. And this matter should be not dealt with the Health Ombudsman because it does not involve a significant issue for the health and safety of the public. So there you have it. 2 complaints by AHPRA against me in a matter of how many days? 3 days. Both I'm claiming victory. Both have been discarded by the Queensland Office of the Health Ombudsman. Good on you, Queensland. Well done. But it's really strange, really ironic that they've now referred my complaints from AHPRA back to AHPRA itself. So we now have the ridiculous situation of AHPRA investigating its own complaint against me. Who is this organisation? What a bunch of bullies they are, that they would attack a member of the public for exercising his free right to political expression, peaceful political expression in Queensland, Australia. Before I hang up my stethoscope, I just want to say that I will be continuing the fight against these illegal impositions on my right to free speech. I will be continuing the fight for medical freedom in Australia. I will continue to protest with the Queensland People's Protest, and I'll be looking at taking legal action, further legal action against AHPRA if they find me guilty tomorrow and deregister me as a doctor. I believe I've done nothing wrong. I believe AHPRA is on trial. I believe AHPRA is doing the wrong thing because they have no power to get in the way between the doctor and the patient. This is my office here. AHPRA, get out. This is between me and whoever sits in this chair right here. It has nothing to do with you. It's between me and the patient, and what you are doing is illegal and wrong and unethical, and we will catch you out on this, you big bullies. So, if you would like to support me in fighting against this monster, this AHPRA illegal organisation, I encourage you to share, like, subscribe with these messages, these videos of support. Come to the rally tomorrow, meet Monica Smith, meet me, meet everybody who's turning up. And also, if you would like to pay for some of these significant legal fees that are coming my way, there has been a fundraiser set up for me now. There'll be the link below. I'll post it after this video. It's a fundraiser, not a GoFundMe, so don't worry. The money will be going to me this time, not change.org. Sorry, everybody, for that. I didn't know that was going to happen. But this time, the money will be going to me, and I will be fighting for our medical freedom in the Supreme Court of Queensland, I believe. Finally, I want to make note of something quite interesting and funny and prove that AHPRA are bullies, because it's just me that they're fighting against, but they know that I have the support of you, the people, and the patients, and that's why they're afraid. That's why they won't even let me attend my own trial tomorrow. And in support of that, let's just turn the camera around now again on the screen. If you type in the words AHPRA Brisbane, you'll come up with the setting to show that the Australian Health Practitioner Regulation Agency, AHPRA, has actually closed. Do you see that? They've already closed all their offices today across the entire country. That's how afraid they are of you, the people, of the Australian people, because they know they are doing the wrong thing, and they know that we have got them on the ropes. Today, I submitted a 45-page legal submission testifying why these cookies are bad for people and they should have the right to informed consent. There are close to 100 medical references that I've included, 4 attachments with a report from Professor Altman, and another report containing 1,000 references as to why my medical information was legitimate right from the start. Furthermore, this submission that we submitted today with my lawyer states that I have the right as an Australian citizen to speak my mind, and that is what they are doing today to me and tomorrow, ladies and gentlemen. They are blocking my right to freedom of speech. Well, that's it. This is the last patient. You are my last patient, everybody. May God bless you all for standing with me, and may God bless you all for standing with us as this fight continues until we free Australia from all these mandates that are affecting everybody, and we reclaim the democracy that we always had until this cookie monster machine came in the early 2020. That's it for me. Probably as a doctor, I'll put that back on when they free me, but now it's just William Bay. Good night, everybody. Take care, and I'll see you tomorrow.